I'm really close. Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be doing a tutorial. I don't know when this video is going up, but I tested out Juvia's Place eyeshadows and I wanna try this palette because I did the colorful one, and this is the Nubian by Juvias, and it is really beautiful. It is a very neutral palette, but I wanna give it a go. If you guys have not yet, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload videos. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, unless I'm on a trip, which I am when you're watching this, and that's why there are a couple less videos than normal. But I know that I'm gonna try to edit vlogs while I'm down here in LA, so you may have already seen one, you may be seeing one soon. So if you are, what up? Hope I'm having fun. Speaking to you, future Kristi, I hope you're having fun. Hope you're having a good time. I hope you're not stressed out. I hope you're eating good food. Future Kristi, I hope you're living your best life. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to teach you guys how to do a cut crease for beginners. I know so many people have questions and they're like, how do I do a cut crease? Cut creases are not something that you always need to do. You don't always have to wear one, but I feel that when I do use a cut crease, I'm going to do one today like a halo eye style. I just feel like the look looks more put together. Even if it's kind of messy, it just sort of pulls everything together. Now, I do find that if you have hooded eyes, meaning when you open your eyes, you can't see your eyelid. I'll try to insert a picture right here of what a hooded eye looks like. My husband has very hooded eyes, so if I were to do a cut crease on him, if his eyes were open, you wouldn't be able to see it and it would probably get real transfery. So do note your eye shape when coming to this. I don't even know what I have a lot of lid space. I think a good person to look to when it comes to hooded eyes online would be Alyssa Ashley. She's got hooded eyes, but she's able to create really beautiful eye looks and still make them really impactful. So if you're looking to watch her channel, I will link her up here, and she does really good tutorials when it comes to that. All right, I'm just gonna pat out my eyelid primer. This is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. Shocking. All right, and I think I'm gonna start off with this shade right here, and then I'm gonna go in with the transition after. I've been liking to do that recently. This isn't gonna be some revolutionary eye look, but so I take whatever color, I'm starting with that bottom one, and I'm gonna run that through the crease. And I'm not overly cautious about this one being perfect. The thing about cut creases, when you are doing one, you don't have to be as precise with your eye look, because cutting out that portion really cleans everything up. And at first, the first time I saw somebody do one of these, I was like, what? You're covering up all your beautiful eyeshadow with concealer. And while I understand it still looks incredible when you do it. And some people hate cut creases, to each his own. I know that people are getting really sick of them online, but for me, I get the question all the time of like, please teach me how you do that. And it's not hard, it just takes practice. When I first started doing them, it would take me forever. I'm not even kidding, probably like 20 to 30 minutes to cut a crease, and now it's probably under 5 minutes if I want to do like a really good job. By the way, this is the Smith 232 brush, and I find this is just a really great brush for blending out the crease to get that really soft focus look, and it gives you that really nice blended edge. The shape of this brush is truly perfect. So I'm just gonna fluff that through my crease and get this color down. I do my eyes first. Some people do their eyes last. I find that with a look like this, I prefer to do my eyes first so that I am able to really be haphazard with my application. I don't like to sit and be so detail oriented. I want to be able to just throw the eyeshadow on and then perfect everything later, versus putting my foundation on and then being so cautious that I'm going to ruin my foundation with fallout, etc. So I tend to always do my eyes first. All right, so you've got your crease color down, and then I'm gonna actually go in, I'm gonna take this little brush, you can still use your larger one, but I'm gonna go in with this one. This is my favorite little brush. This is the Makeup Addiction Precise Blender. It is a little scratchy, but it works really well for getting some precision detail. I do feel like this palette is maybe lacking one darker warm tone, but I think everyone's probably got one. So I'm taking this far bottom shade here, right there. And I'm bringing that up into the crease because we're gonna be doing like a halo eye crease where the center of our eye is cut out. I'm really focusing this above where the crease is going to be, because when you put down your concealer, all of this in the center is going away. So you wanna bring it up a little higher, in my opinion, so that you can still see that color. See, I didn't use the Precise Blender on this side, and the application's coming out very similar. So essentially you could just use the one brush and then your crease cutting brush. This brush is good for like the ends of your eyes if you're trying to like put shadow here. God, these shadows are so pigmented. Especially if it's like a halo eye style. I like to fill in the inner and outer corners right here, and I'm gonna fix that again later, but leave the center open. It does not need to look good in the center. And I just pat these shades on the outer portion because we're gonna be cutting the crease and then blending that out into it so it's like a soft gradient. And the reason that you do a cut crease, like for me, I feel like this makes my eyes look bigger. It makes your eyeballs look kind of bulbous, but like in a really good way. That's what I'm gonna do for my upper eyelid area. This is my favorite brush for cutting my crease. This is not necessarily at all what this is meant for. So you can see when this brush doesn't have concealer on it, it's not very flat and stiff at all. It is a fluffier brush. So this is the Bodyography Pro flat shader brush. This is really made for packing on eyeshadow onto your mobile lid. But when you do squeeze this down, and I'll show you. So I'm gonna put some concealer on the back of my hand. Pack this up with concealer. The reason I like this is because I find that I'm able to get a really nice circular cut crease with this. The more packed it is with concealer, the better. When I load it up with concealer, you can see that it starts to get really flat and really the right shape for cutting the crease, because when you have a brush that's rounded like this and you're going to be creating a rounded crease, this shape is so helpful. So I take the concealer and I load it up on the back of my hand and load up both sides of the brush with it so that it stays nice and flat. Make sure that it's really nice and saturated with concealer like this. And then what I do is I get up close and personal with my mirror, baby. I look in the mirror and I look straight forward. And I can see I want my crease to start a little higher than my natural crease, so that you can see it when my eye is open. And then I just create like a little half moon shape, using the brush to your advantage. So you see you have that rounded tip. Don't hold the brush inward like this, hold it like this, so that you're able to utilize the shape of the round brush. And I create that little shape there, and then I just draw one line right down the middle. It's kind of scary the first couple times you do this because you feel like you're ruining what you just did. And then what I do is I drew that line down and then I kind of feather out the edges a little bit. And then I take my finger and I tap the edge. Just tap, 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 tap. And then that kind of, you see how it gradients the edge like that? Look. So it's like a natural gradient. The inside I always like to be the absolute most pigmented. And that is one eye for me done. And then I'm going to show you in real time how quickly I can do the other, just so you can see when I first started it was literally like 20 minutes per eye. Am I the best at cut creases? No. But they work, and I think that they're fun. And I know that a lot of people are getting sick of seeing them, but also a lot of people are really interested in how to do them, so that's who this is for. Okay, so it doesn't look perfect, but it's not going to. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush, which is the same one that we were using before, the Makeup Addiction Precise Blender, and it still has some of those shadows on it. And if you want to keep this completely matte, just go in with the same color that you used before. I generally go in with the lighter one with more pigment. If you go with the darker one, it'll just be more smoky. And then I just pat that over the edges, not too heavy, because you don't want to like cover up what you just did, but you just want the edges to really softly blend in together. And I'm going to put a shimmer down in the center. I'm actually going to do that, but if you wanted to keep this matte, this is what you do. And then you would just toss a pair of lashes or mascara, whatever you want to do, and that's it. If you want to add liner, obviously you can, but I'm going to show you when I add shimmer. I'm going to go with this guy here, and I'm going to take that on the same exact brush. I've wiped all the concealer off, and I'm going to take it on the same brush. You can use your finger as well, and fingers are generally better with shimmer, but you know, your prerogative, your life. Live it however you wish. Take and I pull it down the center first. And then I just pat out the edges gently. You can also then go back in after this, once you've got your shimmer in the lid, and then you can take that same brush with that same shade and tap over the shimmer on the outside so that you're really making sure to get that cut crease look, like that halo eye. I'm gonna do the rest of my face real quick, and I will be back to show you guys the finished product when it comes with lashes and brows and the rest of the face on. So I will be right back, and this is the finished product. I mean, it's that simple. All right, guys, and this is what a halo eye cut crease looks like when it is done with lashes on and the rest of the face done. I really like it. I feel like it's flattering. I know everybody has a different opinion on it, to each his own, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope that this video was somewhat helpful for you if you are wondering how to start off. If you suck in the beginning, we all suck in the beginning, practice. All it takes is just consistent practice and failure and then trying to get better. And of course, you know, it's just like, it's eyeshadow, so it washes off. If you don't like the way that it looks, try it again. It's one of those things where it's going to be a trial and error thing for you. And also don't forget to take into account your specific eye shape. Everybody has different eye shapes. Everyone has different lid space. And what looks like something on me may not look like that on you. So keep that in mind as well when you are doing a cut crease or halo eye, etc. It's just a lot of practice, and I hope you guys like this video. I hope it was helpful for you. I know this was a really, really quick one, but sometimes I want to come on here and give just tips of how to do makeup instead of sitting down and always doing like chatty get ready with me's or reviews, etc. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will try to answer them for you. And good luck, happy cut creasing, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Where did you go? Now where is my color switch? Where my color switch go? Where my color switch go? Where did it go though? That is the question of the hour. Oh, there you are.
How is he alive? How the fuck?
We moved a bunch of furniture out of our house because of the remodel, and ever since doing so, I can hear Zach as if he's in this damn room with me, and he's not even close to me. When I do a cut crease, especially if it's like a halo aisle, I know, just slam it. There you go. Okay, there's a car alarm going off. Nobody got time for this.
It's not ours, is it?
Could be. I've never heard ours. Ours isn't our car over on this side? That's not coming from here. I'm so sorry if you can hear that fucking car alarm in the background. There's nothing I can do about it.